no. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all had an amazing holiday, whatever one that you yourself celebrate. We are actually in the middle of what I think is going to be a pretty bad snowstorm. I'm in front of the big window here and it is like snowing. I wanted to let you guys know some of my December favorites and some of my December not so favorites because I did run into quite a few of those this month. And then I also have a little bit of announcement near the end of the video. So we'll start with the favorites. The first one here is the number 7 Light Glow Contouring Powder for Face and Eyes from Burberry. It does say on the top, it says Earthy Blush. And I feel like it should say Earthy Blush, but it says Earthy. A-R-T-H-Y. Weird. This was a little kit that I got, a little product from a kit that I got in Sephora. And it's just a very cool tone powder. It works really well for contouring the cheekbones, and it also works really well as a transition shade. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is every time I open this, there's a really overpowering scent. But it doesn't actually bother me or irritate my skin, so I decided that I'd forgive it that. It's not as bad as like Guerlain products. If you've ever tried any of their products, they're so over-fragranced. But I'm really enjoying that product. The next thing is what I've been using to fill in my brows for the last, like, probably year or so, on and off. I kind of switch around with my brow products. As you will see, I have another brow favorite, but this is the MAC eyeshadow in Omega. It is a matte shade, and I think I've probably talked about this before on my channel. It looks so light when you look at it, but when you actually apply it in the brow, it gives you quite a bit of pigment, and it lasts all day on my brow, so I love that. Another old-ish favorite, this is something that I got in the summer. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And the reason that this one is kind of a big deal to me is because I did recently purchase the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop palette. And I do like it. I use it from time to time. But I recently went back to using this one. And I definitely made the decision that Opal is my favorite one out of all of them. With the exception of Moonstone, I still haven't tried that one. So we shall see. The next favorite is the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. This is from Maybelline. It's from the drugstore. I'm really impressed with this mascara. I remember putting it on. I'll show you guys the brush best I can. I remember putting this on at Dana's house, and she saw it, and she was like, I would lose my mind if a mascara did that to my eyelashes. It really lifts them up for me, and it really separates and gives me a lot of volume, and my lashes look fantastic when I wear this, and I don't have a problem with flaking or smudging. Next is the LA Girl Pro BB Cream High Definition Beauty Balm in the shade Fair. This is something, again, that I've had in my collection for quite a while. I used to use it, and I loved it, and then it kind of just got pushed to the back of the drawer. And Tati here on YouTube, Glam Life Guru, she actually talks about that all the time. And it was kind of one of those things like, oh, I have that in my collection. I'm going to have to pull that out and use it again. And I just realized how much I loved it. The Lancome Blush in Miel Glacé. This is something that came in a gift with purchase, so it's a smaller version. It's a very, very natural blush. It has a little bit of like a dusty rose color to it. I don't even know if it'll show on swatch. And what I really like about this blush is that it gives a really nice sheen to the cheek. So even on days that I'm in a rush, I don't necessarily have to put a highlight on top of that. And I still get that glowy look to my cheek. Because as you guys know, I don't like matte anything. I want everything to be super shiny, super reflective. Matte lipsticks are okay here and there, but I still prefer something that has a lot of shine. I have the Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Dry Shampoo. What makes a dry shampoo anti-aging? I have no idea. But the reason that I really like this is because it doesn't have a strong fragrance, and I really like powder versions of dry shampoos. So not the aerosol kind that make a really loud noise. It's just a little bit more inconspicuous for me to get in the bathroom and use something like this in the morning. And I just prefer the way that it makes my hair feel. It doesn't make me feel like I have a lot of grit in my hair. It still feels fairly clean, but it takes away the actual look of the oil. So that was a really nice product. This one is an oldie again, but a goodie. This is the Benefit Puff Off, and I have raved about this before in the past. I absolutely love this product, and it's something that I recently started trying again because my under eye area is getting a little bit more dry because of the weather. And it's like every time I use this product, I don't know why I don't use it every single day. It makes my under eye area so smooth and so hydrated and so ready for concealer. And it just makes everything look so much better every single time I use it. And every time I use it, I'm like blown away that it does exactly what it says it's going to do. Because a lot of times products don't do that. Okay, the other brow product that I've been using quite a bit is the Urban Decay Brow Beater Microfine Brow Pencil and Brush in the shade Neutral Brown. So this is again one of the basic eye pencils that has the very tiny tip and then the little spoolie on the other end. And I'm really excited that I found this because, as you guys know, Spring Garden Road now has a Shoppers Drug Mart, or Shoppers Drug Mart on Spring Garden Road now has Urban Decay, so I'm able to get my employee discount on Urban Decay products. So I'm excited that I found that. I really like it. When I first put it on my hand in the store, I thought it was really dry, like too dry. Because usually you want your brow product to be a little bit more dry than, say, an eyeliner or a lip liner, because if they're too creamy, you'll find that it'll just rub right off of your brow and it won't last all day. So you do want something that's a little bit more dry, but not so dry that it will like take your eyebrow hairs out as you're applying it, because that happens pretty frequently with brow pencils. So that's kind of the thing that I always look for. I always want to make sure that it's not too stiff. My last favorite is actually by a company here in Halifax. This is from Skin Fix. It is their daily lotion for dry, eczema-prone skin. And I kind of struggled with this for a while because it doesn't actually say on the packaging if it's for face or body. But after talking to a lot of people that use this product, everyone seemed to say that it worked fine on their skin. And you guys know how I am with my skin. It's so finicky. I've been using the CeraVe moisturizing cream for a really long time based on a recommendation by my dermatologist. And this one, I just wanted to try it because it seems like it's made for skin like mine. And I love that it's made in Halifax. So I believe this bottle here was $18.99 at Shoppers Drug Mart. And I've been using it on my legs and also on my face, and I'm having no problems with it. The flaking around my skin, especially around my mouth, that I usually get this time of year is way down. So that's a good thing. And I also purchased their lip balm at the same time. And that was it was okay. It was a good lip balm. It was a little bit too greasy for me. Was it the worst lip balm I've ever tried? Absolutely not. Was it my absolute favorite? No. So it was kind of one of those middle of the road, but this one I'm really excited about because it seems to be working quite well. And also Skin Fix also sent me their daily lotion and their cleansing wash for eczema prone skin. So I actually just started using the wash in the shower, and when this is finished I will start using the other lotion, and of course I will let you guys know what I think. Okay, so on to the non-favorites of December, because December was a month of like really bad products. Like there's a few in here that are like doozies. The first one is a mascara sampler that came in the mascara set that I bought from Sephora earlier this year. It is the Buxom Lash Mascara in Blackest Black. This is the brush here. And I feel like I've used this before. When I bought the set, I was under the impression that this was something that I had already used and I really loved it. And I started using it, and I do like the way that my lashes look when I apply it. I have absolutely no problem with that. Top and bottom lash, I had no problem. It looked great. But the smudging and the flaking on this mascara was horrible. Like, one of the worst I've seen. I remember at the end of one of my work days when I had this on, the girls all kind of pulled me aside, and they were like, you need to pull it together because you work in a makeup department, and our sales are going to suffer because of the way that you look right now. So I know that sounds harsh, but it is what it is. That's the industry that we're in. And it's true, this mascara is horrible. I would never ever recommend this to anybody. This kind of actually segues into my next product that was a non-favorite, and this one was pretty disappointing because I love Benefit products. So this is the Benefit They're Real Tinted Primer, and this was something that was sent to me by Benefit for review, and it just did not work out for me. I'll give you guys a quick look at the brush there. The brush looks similar to the original They're Real mascara. It's just a little bit skinnier and a little bit longer, but it does still have that little ball on the end with the little spikes coming off of it. So this is not a fiber mascara primer, which I was really excited about because Stila recently launched one that has the little fibers in it. And that was fine when I applied it, but when I went to remove it, it was like DEFCON 4. All the little fibers got under my contact lenses. It was horrible. So when I found out that this one was not a fiber base, I was really excited to try it. This mascara, the Buxom, I thought this came at the perfect timing for me to try something like this. Because if this product can prime so well that this product won't smudge or flake on me, this is a godsend. So I wore them together. Unfortunately, it smudged just as bad. I have used this as just a mascara on its own, and it is nice for those more natural days. It does have a brown color, it's not black. But I still find that it smudges itself. So for me, my lashes don't necessarily look any bigger or any longer when I have this underneath of my mascara, which would be fine with me if it would prime well enough to make a mascara not smudge. But since it didn't pass that test, I really think I'd just take a pass on this product. Ironically enough, the They're Real mascara does not flake or smudge on hardly anybody. Like 98% of the people that I talk to about that mascara say that they actually have a hard time removing it and it just will not budge. So I don't even know if there was really a market for this. My recommendation, if you're looking for a lash primer, the Lancome Cils Booster is fantastic. It is a white primer. Some people don't like that because you can find that if you're using a black mascara and you have a white primer underneath, sometimes it can make the mascara a little bit of a charcoal color. If you do want a black one, the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer is by far the best one that I have tried. And I love you Benefit, but I would save my money on that one. The next product is actually now discontinued. I looked into it and they don't make this anymore, and now I know why. They do still make it in another color though, so I don't know if this is going to be the same. If you guys know and you use this product, let me know in the comments below. It is the L'Oreal Lacquer Liner 24-Hour Infallible Liner in Dark Slate. So this is like the dark gray color. I used this a couple of times and it just goes everywhere. It doesn't stay put, it smudges, it moves around, it fades, it just had zero lasting power. So like I said, this color has now been discontinued. They don't make this anymore. Maybe that was a complaint that other people had. I really hope that the black one is not the same story. A lot of people say that they like the black one, so maybe that one just has a better formula, but this one was a complete fail for me. I have two products from Paul & Joe. This is a really, really cute brand. It's going to be available in Shoppers Drug Mart on the East Coast, I believe within the next year or so. But for now, it's available in the bigger cities in Canada in Shoppers Drug Mart. And I don't even know what these are called. Paul & Joe Eyebrow Pencil Duo. So number one, these are so hard that you have to like scratch your hand off to apply it. Remember I was talking about brow pencils and I said you want them to be a little creamy or a little stiff? This one is like way stiff. So these are the two colors that you get. Hopefully you can see that. You get a really strong gray undertone and then kind of a light brown. Neither one of them really look right in my brow. So I'm not sure. This is just shade 1, so I assume it would be for like blondes or light hair. And it just doesn't work. The pencil themselves are just way too dry, and it doesn't last on my brow as well. Usually when you apply something that feels that dry in the eyebrow, you can pretty much count on that it's going to last you all day, and this one oddly enough didn't, so I just was not a fan of that at all. And then they also have their Paul & Joe Illuminating Touch Pen in the shade 2. This is one of these concealing pens that has the little button on the top. You just kind of click it up as you go, apply it, and blend it out. I don't know if I have a problem with the color of this product. It blends fair enough. It blends okay. I can blend it out. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't seem to brighten, and it really doesn't seem to cover anything. So I just end up looking like I have a lot more product on my under eye area for no reason. So that was a fail. And my last one is a bad one. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner. This is a fairly new product. I'll show you the tip of the brush there. This is something that I really didn't like. I don't like the shape of the brush, how it has that kind of raindrop tip. It's bigger here at the base, so I find it hard to kind of get a skinny line in through here, even if you are kind of pointing inwards and trying to be more precise with it. My biggest gripe with this product is the actual lasting power of it. I was actually having a conversation with my boss at work one day, and I just happened to kind of blink onto my mascara, and it was like the perfect shape of my eyeliner was on my finger and also up near my brow. So I said something to her, I kind of flicked my eye, and she was like, what just happened? You need to look in the mirror, like whatever you're wearing, you need to talk about that because it's horrible. And it was. Like, I do not have a problem with oily eyelids by any means. I'm the driest person that you will ever meet. And I can only imagine what this would do with someone with oily lids, because it did not last on me at all. And I also had to go over it like 3 or 4 times when applying to make sure that I got a really black color. If you want a liquid eyeliner, shell out the money and get the Stylist ALD. It's fantastic. So that's what I've been loving and hating this month. I did not have time to do a full rundown of the 2015 favorites, but to be honest, I feel like nothing new has come into my life that I'm like ready to put on that really high status list. Like Bioderma, my Elnet hairspray, those things that you guys know that I love those, and those are still my favorites. But there hasn't really been anything. Maybe the Benefit Puff Off. I might be ready to give that like holy grail status, because that product is fantastic. But yeah, I wasn't able to do a full video for the 2015. It is something that I will probably try to get done next year. I just feel like I need to start thinking of it a lot earlier and putting a little bit more effort into that. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, I'm toying with the idea of doing another cosmetic ban. So if you guys follow my blog, you'd know last year or this year, I can't remember when it was, maybe it was near the summer, I went on like a 3 or 4 month buying hiatus, and I just said I'm not buying any more makeup. And it's something that I'm looking to do for 2016. Now, obviously there has to be restrictions. So I'll give you the rough draft of what me and my girlfriends have come up with. The 2 20% off sales at Sephora, April and November, are obviously off limits. I can buy whatever I want when it's 20% off, because that stuff never goes on sale. What else did I have in there? My Elnet hairspray, my Bioderma, my face cotton, my sunscreen, things that I actually need to repurchase that I will go through. I will have to be able to buy those. Purchases for my freelance kit, because I do a lot of bridal work, especially in the summertime. Any sort of replenishment for that will not count. Optimum point redemptions will not count. So if I happen to have optimum points, which I usually always do, I can use my points to buy makeup. Gifts obviously don't count, and then I do get gratis as well. So gratis is when companies will very generously give me products to try out, because I do work in the cosmetic industry. So it's not like I won't have any new products or I won't have anything to talk about. I do still get a really big intake of cosmetics without having to actually spend my money on them. So, Dana seems to think that that might be a little bit harsh. She seems to think that maybe I should put a $50 spend limit a month on my purchases. So say I want to buy something that's $100, that will be the only thing that I'm able to buy for 2 months. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. Like, how do you think is the best way for me to put myself on track and actually keep in line? Because 2015 was the year of cosmetic purchases, and I can only imagine if I added up all the money that I spent on cosmetics in 2015 what that number would be. I'm not even going to try to do it because I do not want to know, but I would like to know what you guys think and if you guys have any ideas. So this might be it for me for this year. If I don't see you guys until next year, I will see you in 2016, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.